grab this chest so you can get a fast scroll to move a little bit quicker. Head down into this part of the maze and drop down the left part. Once in this room, we have to use the blue boulder like we did with Lil at the beginning of the game in order to get to the upper left area. So it may take a little bit, but wait for him to come over so you can climb up and get to that top portion. Use the portrait just over to the left of it and teleport. This will take you up here. Use the portrait over to the left in order to teleport again. This will take you here. Unlock the door and use this teleport to take you to the room with the Dragon Slayer. You can then jump up and teleport one more time. This will take you to this room. This room is located also with an inn, so go to the inn, spend the 10 gold so you can get to your item selection, and select the crystal. With the crystal, immediately teleport outside the dungeon and head back to the house. Select Roas again and make sure that you have the Dragon Slayer. You can bring the spiked shoes along with you if you want to take out a few enemies, but the only item that you must have is the Dragon Slayer itself. With that, it's finally time to take on the final boss of the game. So, we have to head back to Kalir's lair, which is located in that big portrait room, the big center room of the dungeon. Once you're back in this room, drop down to the floor and walk to the right, with the Dragon Slayer selected to begin the final battle of the game. Kalir can be very tricky and can do a lot of damage to you. Thankfully, his pattern though is very easy to deal with. My main goal is going to be jumping towards him, delivering a shot or two with my sword while dodging his flame by moving back every time. His flame can deal a lot of damage to you, so you want to be extremely careful every time you jump towards him that you don't accidentally jump right into the flame itself. You can see his health bar and you will slowly decrease it every time you're able to deliver a hit to him. Sometimes you can actually get 2 or 3 hits at a time, and other times you'll miss with all your shots. I'm not exactly sure, but it's about the neck area is where you want to be aiming. It will take a while, but if you take your time and are able to avoid the blaze for the most part, you should have just enough life to drain his and be able to defeat him, and then you get to sit back and enjoy the ending, The Legacy of the Wizard. The credits now begin to roll, and we get to see all the characters and the actual character names of each of the family members. In the NES version of the game, they're actually called the Warzone family instead of the Drasle family. After we get to see the name of the King Dragon Kilo, it'll then start going over all the normal enemy names. Unfortunately, there's no pictures to go along with them, so unfortunately I'm not sure exactly where the names are supposed to go with each of the individual enemies. After all the monsters are listed, it then starts showing the actual staff credits for Dragon Slayer 4, or Legacy of the Wizard. For us in North America, we were unfortunate not to really receive too many of the Dragon Slayer's games back in the day. Xanadu, which is also part of the Dragon Slayer series, was released in North America, but that's really more of a spin-off, with only a few of the items actually being a part of the Dragon Slayer universe. Also, with the releases of the game, they've been so scarce, as well as not released in the correct order, including the recent releases of the Legend of Hero games for the PSP, it's really kind of hard to follow the series, unless you're a die-hard fan and follow the Japanese releases. So as the credits finish up, that's going to wrap up this edition of Play It Through. I'd like to thank you for watching, and of course, I hope you enjoyed.